Namaste everyone. Shubha Sandhya. It is very late, but today we thought we will come live on World Brain Day 2025. So here we have Dr. Sowmyashree Mayur Kaku with us, and in the background, great Manasarovar and Kailash Parvat. Soumya, what do you say about World Brain Day 2025?
So, the theme for the year 2025 for World Brain Day is brain health for all ages, right from birth till as long as we live. Brain health is very important. And in our presentation today, in this talk, we are going to highlight what is the importance of brain health, irrespective of whichever age you are in.
Okay, so we got a very interesting tagline for that, and that is what is the what do you call you know are you able to see? Are all of you able to see? I will have to check it on.
I think it is
Yeah,
seen.
please just have a look. How does it look? So the tagline was very interesting. It is called as From Womb to Wisdom: Journey to Lifelong Brain Health. Brain health for all ages. So, are you able to see?
We'll check your content.
Yeah. If you have joined in, if you are interested, please do ask us questions on brain health, and we will be more than happy to share our knowledge and wisdom with you, all of you. Okay, coming to very interesting stuff. Soumya, here we have. So this is a pictorial representation. We thought we will keep it interesting for all of you. So what do you think when you look at this? What do you think? What does it depict about brain health?
So I think one of the most important factors it depicts is the mother and infant bonding, especially during the initial 6 to 8 months to 1 year of life, where exclusive breastfeeding becomes extremely important, not only for growth and development of the baby, but also to very well facilitate brain growth, brain development, and improve social communication, bonding, and holistic development of the child. So that is what this picture is representing overall.
Okay, great, Soumya. And okay, now we will move on to the next one. So what do you think about this?
So this is very close to what I do and what I practice on a daily basis. This is the kind of things that I generally talk to parents about and discuss in depth about what their children do. And as you can all see here, this is basically children playing. And you can see that they are building some blocks, they are becoming creative, they're trying to build a house with the blocks, some train pattern, and all of this. And play is one of the very, very, very important aspects of child development. It facilitates creativity, it facilitates making friends, social and communication, motor development. So, brain just does not mean that it is improving one's intelligence. It is about the various aspects of brain growth and development that should happen all at once, because the neural connections are forming very, very, very rapidly when the children are small. So, play is one of the key aspects of childhood, and it facilitates brain development and brain health in a very big way. It keeps children happy. It prevents, truly prevents problem issues and problem behaviors once the child becomes an adolescent or goes towards adulthood as well. So, play becomes very important for our brain health. And even as adults, there is nothing that is stopping us from engaging in play. So, definitely games, sports, creative play, board games like chess, carom, anything is good for our brain health. So, yes, in childhood, it is crucial, but across all the ages, it is extremely useful as well.
Thank you, Soumya. So, what we are trying to do is as we grow from 0 to 100, that is how we are trying to see how brain health is getting potentially damaged or is to be cultivated. So, now this is a negative example. You can see here. Now, Soumya will once again explain all of us what is it all about.
So you can see that in the picture, the father and the child are engaging in screen time. And these days, even in our experience, quite frequently we tend to get to hear a lot of our own family, friends, relatives, and in our experience, our patients talking about how the child is not able to eat without a screen, the child is not able to sleep without listening or watching something, the child is not able to attend a function or sit in a public space without having screen. And this is damaging brain in different ways. In childhood, one of the key things it does is it completely reduces attention span. There is a very important domain of brain development which is called as joint attention, and there are many research studies that have now proven that prolonged screen exposure during early childhood and adolescence reduces attention span, creates problematic joint attention, which in turn can be a hurdle in development of social communication. As humans, we need to be social creatures. We need to know how to mingle in the society, how to behave in the society, what are our societal norms, what are our other expectations that fellow human beings have from us. And all of these things are becoming lesser and lesser because of screen. And as we move into adolescence, the problems are becoming even more because many children nowadays own smartphones and iPads and tablets right from the age of 8, 9, 10 years. So it is very harmful and very dangerous. And this is not just the scenario of urban India, it is also the scenario in rural India. So there is no discrepancy, not much discrepancy, because smartphones are there everywhere nowadays and it is hampering brain growth and development. So it is definitely not good for brain health.
So, you can say that the biggest enemy which we have in our home for brain growth is at this moment right now you are also looking at that that enemy is your screen. So unfortunately this screen is both in a boon and a bane, and we should use it as a boon instead of using it as a harmful resource. Okay, so we will move on. We will talk further about the brain growth at a very young age is extremely important because 80% of it is happening by age just 3 years. And Soumya, you would like to enlighten people more about it?
Yes, sure. So in younger children, what happens is because brain growth is happening so fast, every second there are billions of connections and wirings that are happening inside our brain. So this concept is called as neuroplasticity, where whatever we are experiencing, whatever we are offering as experiences to our children, it keeps on getting impacted, especially during this phase of brain growth. And you may all have heard, no, that a child is, an adult is who he is, what he was taught till 5 years of age. Because by 5 to 6 years, almost 90 to 95% of brain growth has got completed. So the experiences we give during this phase of brain development is going to contribute in a big way for good brain health. So that I really want to highlight and stress upon the fact of giving good experience. So that is called experiential learning. And children should get good experiential learning so that holistically their brain is functioning to their maximum capacity, to the best possible level, without having any developmental delay. Nowadays, we call it as developmental deviation, and also any kind of harmful developmental patterns.
So here, harmful developmental pattern, what we are seeing in the community is that nowadays young mothers, just now their babies are born, very small infants, even 1 month, 2 month, 3 months, they are, for the sake of gaining back their social life, they are bringing these small babies in cradles to restaurants where extremely noisy environment, extremely harmful music is being played, and too much of overstimulation with respect to overcrowding and light pollution. So many things are happening. Is it right, Soumya, to immediately after delivery, within 1, 2, 3 months, or within 1 year, bringing all these small bundles of joy to the world outside? Is it good for their health or is it not good for their health?
It is definitely not good to go to restaurants and in high stimulatory environments. If you're planning to take your child out, it is always good to go into natural settings, into nature as much as possible. That will in fact facilitate brain development because child is able to hear probably the sound of birds, the sounds of animals, the sound of the wind, is able to feel that wind blowing on the face, able to see sunlight. All of these things are more facilitatory to brain growth and development and better brain health. But I think you should try to, as much as possible. Restaurants is one place. Along with restaurants, malls, supermarkets, extremely dangerous. So not only till 1 year, in fact, we should discourage them till 3 or 5 years of
3 years
age.
of age.
It is very overstimulatory and definitely not good for brain.
This is very, very important. Humble request to all of you. Coming down to this, Soumya, here you can see children are playing in the soil with lots of toys. It is a good thing. However, there is a little bit of risk of lead pollution or lead poisoning, which can also hamper the development of the brain. So, yes, definitely let them play outside, but be careful about the pollution, about the potential poisoning in the environment, and try to reduce the poisoning in the environment. Become responsible parents, try to reduce the poisoning and the pollution. So here there is one more photo. You can see here children in our lots of developing countries, they do not get proper nutrition, and that is also one of the reasons for poor brain development, and later on obviously the development of the behavior and development of personality, so on and so forth. So it's very, very important that we improve the nutrition of the society as well. Okay, Soumya, would you like to speak some few more things on this? So till now we have covered a very early stage of development, and then after early stages of development, infancy and early childhood, we move on towards the childhood and the adolescence. And as the children develop, they go into schools and they get slightly introduced to the society. There, such kind of things may happen. What are the implications of such thing? Can you please explain, Soumya?
Yeah, so you can see in the picture that there is some subtle or maybe even gross level of bullying that's happening where there is one child who's being bullied and there's another child who is the bully. So many times we feel like child who's getting bullied is actually the person who will suffer more. But I would like to say that not only the child who is getting bullied, sometimes the bully himself or herself probably has more problems and difficulties than the child who is getting bullied. And bullying, teasing, lying, stealing, hurting others, hurting public property, hurting school property, hurting themselves, and all of these things start during adolescence. Even nowadays, we see children as young as second grade, third grade also engaging in these kind of behaviors. One of the most important things that contribute to such kind of behaviors is the low self esteem and low self confidence of children. And probably this has not developed, the low confidence and self esteem at that young age has not very well developed because of the parenting patterns, the environment they live in, the kind of exposure they get during earlier years. That is why it is very crucial that 0 to 6 or 7 years of age, children are taken care to the utmost level where you develop their self esteem and self confidence. Teach them moral values, teach them what is right, what is wrong, how to share if they have done any mistake, and build that kind of trust with parents so that they don't finally engage into these kind of negative behaviors. So definitely neither being a bully nor being bullied are good signs. Both of it indicate that the child is in trouble. So yes, it is absolutely not good for brain health.
Very nice. So thank you very much, and we will move on to the next one. Here you can see sleeping, and sleep is extremely important in early development of the brain. And sleep is the one time where the brain reorganizes all the neural networks. It is very, very important to have sound sleep. Nowadays, we are seeing that children are forced to stay with their parents and stay awake with their parents because parents want to have their own nightlife and so on and so forth. So many, actually,
Come late
lots
from
of
jobs, watch
horrible
TV.
parenting practices are happening, specifically in metro cities. So we humbly request all the parents to please consider the sleep patterns of your children and make sure that they get proper sound sleep and do not disturb their sleep because they are developing. And they will have issues as adults if you do not give them proper sleep, and you will be responsible for that. I am trying to be slightly straightforward here today, but yeah, and then comes to this point. Soumya, can you please explain to all of us what is it all about?
So, outdoor play, again, I have discussed quite a bit about play and the importance of play earlier as well. So, outdoor play is very good even for adolescents, especially when they become adolescents. Outdoor play and team play and team games also facilitate formation of bonding, understanding how to win, how to lose, how to engage with your peers, increases self-esteem and self-confidence of the child, and it also improves their creativity. It gives them an idea, a way to understand working in a team, working with fellow human beings, and solving problems together, resolving conflicts by themselves. So play is very good, and it gives a big avenue, opens lot of avenues to learn variety of life skills. So it becomes very important.
Sure, it's very important that brain releases proper neurotransmitters and some growth factors like BDNF. So brain-derived neurotrophic factor, it is helpful for development of neuroplasticity, development of new neurons, and outdoor play, a lot of physical activity, and yoga. The practice of yoga is very, very important for learning to evolve in both in physical and in the emotional aspects. So that is what is about this age of childhood and adolescence. As we grow, we evolve in our school patterns also, and from school we go to college. Everything is structured, and structured education helps to improve our overall brain growth. Okay, you saw yoga as a parent, you have to, what do you call, model yourself to your children. Protect the brain as we grow further. You have to protect the brain by learning to do time management, by learning to keep digital detox in place, by regular exercise, by intellectual challenges, and through learning of various languages and arts. So this is the time of adulthood where now we have to learn all these things and we have to keep on evolving, and that evolution part is learning languages. So I would like to take some liberty from Soumya to speak on language aspect. बहुत सारी भाषाएं हमारे देश में. हिंदी भाषा है, मराठी पण एक भाषा आहे, गुजराती पण एक भाषा छे, कन्नडा ಇದು ಒಂದು ಭಾಷೆ, తెలుగులో చెప్పండి, తమిళ్ పేసరు, వాట్ ఎవర్ లాంగ్వేజ్, విచ్ ఎవర్ యూ లాంగ్వేజ్ యూ కమ్ అక్రాస్, ప్లీజ్ డూ practice that language. Do not fight over languages. Another thing is, there is some problem even though we are speaking in English. मैं थोड़ा सा हिंदी में बोलूंगा, थोड़ा सा इंग्लिश में बोलूंगा। मैं ये बताना चाहता हूँ आपको कि हिंदी, कन्नड़ा, मराठी, तेलुगु, गुजराती, ये सभी भाषाओं का एक थोड़ा सा एक साम्य है। वो साम्य ये है कि हम लोग सब्जेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट वर्ब के रूप में बात करते हैं। सब्जेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट और वर्ब के रूप में बात करते हैं, जबकि इंग्लिश में जो सेंटेंस होता है वो होता है सब्जेक्ट वर्ब ऑब्जेक्ट। और इस वजह से जो न्यूरल नेटवर्क्स होते हैं उनका कनेक्शन बहुत अलग तरीके से होता है इंग्लिश भाषा में, एज कंपेयर टू हिंदी, कन्नड़ा, तेलुगु, तमिल, मराठी, गुजराती, या फिर और भी बहुत सारी जो भाषाएं हमारे देश में। जो हमारी मातृभाषाएं हैं वो भाषाओं में बात करने से आपको आपके ब्रेन में एक डिस्कॉर्डेंस पैदा नहीं होगा, एक अलग तरीके का झगड़ा पैदा नहीं होगा। अगर आप इंग्लिश को ज्यादा भाव देंगे, इंग्लिश को ज्यादा भाव देने से आपके अंदर सांस्कृतिक परिवर्तन आने शुरू हो जाएंगे, क्योंकि न्यूरल नेटवर्क्स के ऊपर चैलेंज आते हैं। और आप एक एक है ना, आपके अंदर से देशभक्ति की भावना खत्म होनी शुरू हो जाएंगी। आपके अंदर एक पर्सनालिटी जो है आपकी वो कम होनी शुरू हो जाएगी। मैं खुद इंग्लिश में ये लेक्चर दे रहा हूँ, ये हम लोग खुद इंग्लिश में बात कर रहे हैं, पर इस बात को हम सभी को समझना जरूरी है कि हमारी भारतीय भाषा है हमारे लिए अच्छी है। सिर्फ हिंदी नहीं, हिंदी के साथ साथ मराठी, गुजराती, इंग्लिश के साथ तमिल, तेलुगु, कन्नड़ा। इंग्लिश को कम करना है, देश की भाषाओं को ज्यादा करना है। चार भाषाएं सीख लोगे तो अल्जाइमर्स नाम की जो बीमारी है, जो भूलने की बीमारी जिसको बोलते हैं, वो भी अपने आप ठीक हो जाती है, उसका एक वैक्सीनेशन जैसा हो जाता है। तो ये समझना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है। Now we will come towards adulthood, and in adulthood we all know that lot of issues are there for all of us. उसमें मतलब स्ट्रेस बढ़ जाता है धीरे धीरे। लोग है ना, स्ट्रेस बढ़ने की वजह से वो है ना कुड़ियों स्टार्ट ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ। they start drinking, they start abusing drugs, and sleep patterns are disturbed. So ये है एडल्ट एज में ये सब होता है। एंड देन देर आर सम reproductive health related issues also. Lots of things are there. Those things we need to regulate. Emotional well-being we have to regulate. Now we are exposed to work culture, workplaces, so on and so forth, financial issues, so many different things are coming into place। and ऐसा करते करते, like that we enter into middle age। in the middle age what happens, we start slowly going down। So neurodegeneration starts after 35 years of age। and as we मतलब as we move on, we get fatigued, है ना, उसमें lot of burnout happens। we develop depression, we develop sleep disorders, and we forget that we have to do exercise। this is the time when you can either go down into neurodegeneration or try to take off and remain healthy for a longer time, and try to bring brain health once again into place। what are those things? So try to improve your cardiovascular health. It will help you to preserve your brain health. Try to continue your beautiful practices of yoga, meditation, hobbies, community connection, and learn to manage the risk and benefit ratios of various tasks in life। ऐसा करते करते हम 36 से टेंशन लेते लेते, टेंशन देते देते हम लोग आगे निकल जाएंगे। और ये सब करते करते हम लोग पहुंच जाएंगे 60+ एज में। नाउ 60+ एज इज द एज वेयर dementia, Parkinson's, these are major issues of our brain. And along with that, risks of stroke and all these things are there. Now, during this time, I don't want to discuss what are the life challenges. All of you know, life में क्या क्या challenges आते हैं। उसके साथ हमको क्या करना है, ब्रेन ग्रोथ को मेंटेन रखने के लिए, ब्रेन ग्रोथ खराब ना हो, ब्रेन हेल्थ खराब ना हो, उसके लिए वी शुड कीप ऑन डूइंग मेंटल एक्टिविटीज लाइक रीडिंग, सॉल्विंग पजल्स, बीइंग सोशल, डेवलपिंग बैलेंस्ड डाइट्स, एंड न्यूरो फिजियोलॉजिकल practices like gentle yoga practices and all these things. We should learn to do gait and balance training to prevent falls and cognitive decline. उसी के साथ साथ डांस, ताई ची, म्यूजिक थेरेपी, ये सभी को करते करते हम अल्जाइमर्स डिमेंशिया, जो भूलने की जो बीमारी है, उसके रिस्क को कम करते हैं. So I would request Soumya to summarize this table which is here, to summarize what we wish all of you to practice with respect to brain health for all the ages.
Yes.
Soumya.
So from womb to wisdom is what is the title that we are using today. So from womb, as soon as the child is born, nutrition, good stimulation, and giving them a safe environment where they can be nurtured to the fullest becomes very important. Between early childhood, late childhood, and adolescence, learning needs to happen. Good learning needs to happen. Play and giving a lot of importance to develop good emotional health, confidence, self esteem, good behaviors, life skills. All of these things have to be focused upon. Between 19 to 35 years of age, which is the peak of getting into career and job and all of that, we have to learn skills to manage stress effectively, and we have to continue to have a goal and purpose where we can continue to engage our brains with lot of learning. And when we look at middle ages, 36 to 60 years, correcting our lifestyles, focusing more towards lifestyle correction and prevention of lifestyle related disorders, again coming to stress upon the fact of keeping a goal, learning continuously in order to keep stress at bay. And in elderly ages, 60 plus, have lot of cognitive activity. Continue to move, be an active person as much as possible while maintaining safety precautions to prevent injuries, but at the same time have lot of cognitive activity like what Dr. Mayur just said about puzzles and solving crossword or music or whatever extracurricular activity, board games, anything that you can do, try to engage your brain reading as much as possible so that you will not go into any sort of age related disorders. So all of these things can definitely facilitate us into maintaining a good brain health from womb till we become elderly.
And have developed real wisdom
Real wisdom.
rather than confuse the next generation. Okay, we are not mocking the elderly. We are also going to become elderly. We are also 40 years of age, and we need to continue to develop that wisdom. Wisdom is something which is always in evolutionary process. We should always watch our brain. We should always watch our mind. We should always watch our consciousness. At the end, just one very important aspect, that brain health is a lifelong journey, and protect it like your most valuable asset. Many people think gold is the most valuable asset. Many people think that stock market or your portfolio is the most important valuable asset. Mutual funds are most valuable asset, or properties, real estate is most valuable asset. I humbly say that please, whatever is being created, wealth is being created, it is created through your brain. So your brain is the most valuable asset. Please preserve it. If you preserve it now, then later on, whatever wealth you have created, you can use it rather than forget that where your wealth is. So that is the thing. And always remember that this is a lifelong journey from cradle to the cane. And we wish nobody should be using the cane. You should develop great neuromuscular coordination all throughout your life. Develop that practice and practice it daily. Thank you very much. We wish all of you very happy World Brain Day, and we thank all of you who have come live. And yes, please stay connected with Henry Yoga Environment Neuroscience Research Institute. We are coming up with interesting projects and interesting activities which will help to improve the health of the brain, not only brain, the health of the individual, health of the society, health of the earth over a long period of time. There are lots of things which need to be done to reverse the damage which has happened. And for that, it is not one individual person's work, it is the work of each and every individual on the planet. So we welcome you to Yenri. Please do comment, please do share your feedback.
Let us know what you think about brain health and what you're doing actively in the comment section. Please share with us what you're doing actively to keep your brain healthy.
Okay, sure. So Shubharatri, it's time to sleep. We will definitely answer your questions if anything are there. You are most welcome to ask in the comments in the live chat, or else otherwise Shubharatri.
Shubharatri. Namaste.
Namaste.